చూస్తాం.
Good morning, dear students. I hope you are safe and taking a good care of your health. So today, in today's video, we are discussing about the Euclid geometry. Okay, some of the fundamental parts of the Euclid geometry that is quite useful in our next chapter. That's why we will study the fundamental concepts of the Euclid geometry. So what are they? We are having this in this video. So please watch carefully. Here we have some of the basic definition regarding the Euclid, known as the Euclid definition. So what are they? Very first, we must know all these concepts, because in case of geometry, these are the fundamental concepts which are very useful. It is very minute concept, but we should know the concepts, and then we can find the actual utilization of these concepts, these fundamental concepts. So dear students, we will start one by one. So be ready, right? So here we have Euclid definition. So in this, the first definition that we are going to see here is a point. What is meant by a point, right? So a point is that which has no part. Okay, if we see the point, a point, it is nothing but a part which has no part. A point is that we have to define this point. Point is one which has no part within itself. Okay, if you observe this dot, it is nothing but the point, and we can say that it has no part, right? It has no part, that's why it is called as the point. So a point is that which has no part. That is the first definition in Euclid geometry, right? The second one we have to see here is a line. Okay, so what is meant by a line? A line is breadthless length, right? If you draw a line, we know that it don't have breadth. That's why it is known as the breadthless length. Okay, line doesn't have breadth. We know that, and that's why a line is known as the breadthless length. So, next definition that we are going to see here is known as the ends of line are points. Okay, if suppose I draw here, now here the ends of line are points. If this is line, and here you will find two different points, they are known as the A and B, and these A points, they are known as the points. Okay, if this is line and we find here two different points, so these points are known as the ends of line are known as the points. So we find here two different points, they are namely A and B. So this is called as the ends of the point. Here next definition is straight line is a line. Watch carefully. A straight line is a line which lies evenly with the points itself. We can define straight line in such a way that it is nothing but one type of line. Okay, what is it? It is nothing but one type of line, but which is evenly with the points itself. It contains the point, and the points will present evenly within itself. That's why it is called as the straight line, right? So here straight line is a line. It is also one type of line, but it lies evenly with the points itself. It has the points, and those points they lie evenly within the straight line, which is evenly lies within the points itself. So dear students, we are coming to the next definition. This is definition of surface. So what is meant by surface? Surface is Okay, surface is that which has length and breadth only. Okay, as we know, surface contain length as well as breadth. That's why in any surface it consists of two different things, two different aspect. One is length, second is breadth. So a surface is that which has length and breadth only. Okay, it contains length as well as breadth. That's why the composition of this length and breadth is known as the surface. So a surface is that which has length and breadth only. So next definition is edges. The edges of surface. Edges of surface are lines. Okay. Next definition is edges. We find edges in every surface, so that edges are known as the lines. Edges of surface are the lines. Next definition, a plane surface. Okay, observe carefully here. In previous definition we have surface here, but here we have plane surface. So what is meant by plane surface? Plane surface is a surface which lies, okay, which lies evenly with the straight line on itself. Okay, one condition is there. Okay, what that condition is? It should be a straight line on itself. A plane is a surface. A plane is a surface. A plane surface is a surface which lies evenly with straight line on itself. The condition is that straight line should be there and it lies on itself. Okay, so it is called as the plane surface. So all these from A to G we have some definitions. So according to these definitions are very useful and we have to use these definitions while solving the exercises. Okay, so dear students, as far as this part is concerned, it is not meant for the assessment, just for sake of convenience, for the sake of the concept, we have taken this point within this video. So we have only two exercises here, out of which we have first exercise 5.1. So here the question is, give definition for following. Okay, and are there any other term that need to be defined first? So this definition contain one more definition itself. So to understand this definition, these definitions are the fundamental one. So that's why we have to understand this first. We'll take one problem here. So we'll define the parallel line. So dear students, what is meant by parallel line? The two straight lines which have no point in common are said to be parallel line, and they are parallel to each other. Means if suppose you draw the two parallel lines here, look here, there is two straight lines here. So you can observe carefully here these two lines are parallel. Moreover, they have no any common point within them. Okay, that is the condition. So these two lines, they are away from each other and they don't have any common point. Moreover, the distance between them, they are common. The distance between these two lines at this part is the same as that of in this part is the same as that of this part. So distance should be maintained here. That is what we have to say here. So in the case of parallel line, it is nothing but two straight line which have no point in common are known as the parallel line to each other. But dear students, if you have this definition with you, we must know these two definitions initially. If you don't know what is meant by point and what is meant by straight line, it is quite difficult to understand the concept of the parallel. That's why we have to define straight line first. We must know the concept of straight line as well as the point. These 2 points are very helpful defining the parallel line. That's why initially we will go for the straight line. What is the straight line? As we have seen here, we must know the following definition. First one, we must know the point. What is meant by point? Point is that which has no part, as we have seen earlier. So we must know the point. Secondly, lines. What is meant by line? We must know. As we have seen earlier, it is nothing but the breathless length. Okay. So these 2 points are covered here. One more point is still covered, that is straight line. Okay. Here we underline this here. So what is the straight line? Straight line is a line. Straight line is a line which lies evenly with the points on itself. So the condition is that straight line is a line which lies evenly within the point itself. Means satisfying this definition, we come here up to the parallel. That's why we must remember these concepts in order to have the definition of the parallel line. Okay. So here you can clearly, it is clearly seen these two lines are parallel to each other, as well as the distance between them is same, it is maintained properly, and it has no any common point within them, right? So for parallel line we must know these three definitions, namely point, line and the straight. Next one is the perpendicular lines. So dear students, to understand this concept, what is meant by perpendicular line, we have the definition of this like that, like this. Two lines intersect each other at right angle. Okay, the definition is we have two different lines which intersect each other at right angle. Means here the condition is we must have two different lines as well as it intersect at the right angle. So to know this perpendicular line, one more concept you must know, one more definition you know, that is meant by right angle. Because if you don't know this right angle, so this total definition we can't define, because it consists of some fundamental part, that is known as right angle. If we don't know the right angle, we can't define this. So before going to know what is meant by the perpendicular line, we must know that what is meant by the right angle. So dear students, if you have the definition of this, two lines intersect each other. Two lines intersect each other at right angle. It intersect each other at right angle. Then we can say that it is perpendicular line. Now one more definition is to be know here, that is meant by right angle. So dear students, if this is the perpendicular line, see here, this line is perpendicular to this line and the angle between them is exactly 90 degree. Okay, right angle. So to know definition, we have to know what is meant by right angle. So what is meant by right angle? Right angle is the angle of 90 degree only. Means the angle which consists of degree 90. If this angle made by these two lines is of 90 degree, we can say that it is a right angle triangle. And for this, we can clearly see here that these two lines making an angle of 90 degree. That's why it is called as the right angle. Means for such type of question, it is to be granted that we must know all the fundamentals that we have studied as the Euclid definition, and these definitions are very much helpful in order to solve the exercises given in 5.1 and 5.2. So dear students, please watch this video again carefully, have all the definitions with you, and according to this definition you can able to define these concepts. Okay, so in this concept it is clearly seen that parallel lines and the perpendicular line, in both definition we have some basic idea which we have in the Euclid definition. Okay, so in Euclid definition all these definitions are covered. That's why I request to all of you, please go through this definition. These definitions will help you in defining the next concept, that is what is meant by parallel line and what is meant by the perpendicular line. Okay, so here in this definition we have perpendicular line definition. It is clear that two lines intersect each other. If they intersect each other only at right angle, the condition here is the angle made by the two line is must be equal to 90 degree. So if we don't know the definition of right angle, we can't define this perpendicular line. So if we know the definition of right angle, then it is quite easy to define this perpendicular line. That's why if it is, these are the two lines, this line intersect this line, and the angle made by these two lines are right angle, it is 90 degree, then we can say that these two lines are the perpendicular lines. So dear students, we have the definition of parallel line as well as the perpendicular line. In next definition we will see here, is line segment. Now, what is meant by line segment? Line segment, a line with two endpoints. A line with two endpoints. A line with two endpoints is line segment. Is line segment. Now, again, dear students, there are two more definitions, that is point and line. So, before knowing line segment, what is line segment? A line segment is a line with two endpoints. Okay, it is nothing but a line. Okay, with two endpoints is line segment. Means if we have